So I want to talk to you about offers. Now, the reason I'm creating this video is that I've just had a conversation with someone who is currently going through the process of selling their home and buying a new one in a different location. Now, it's not hunting, it's not an investment property, this is a property to live in, but I thought you might benefit from the process that I was taking them through to help you make offers and get more deals done, because the principles apply whether you're looking to buy your home, you're looking to buy a second home, or whether you're just looking to buy investment property. Because the reality is, when it comes to making offers, if you think about it, as a buyer, you are dealing with people that represent the seller at every stage of the process. Now, that's not to say that agents aren't going to try and get the sale done by getting buyers' offers accepted. But you've got to remember that in the first instance, the agent is instructed by the seller, which means they are acting in the interest of the seller to get the best possible price for your property. Now, I can say this with great confidence, having been an agent myself, so I've seen it from both sides. It kind of helps me when it comes to doing deals for my investor clients. Because ultimately, what you've got to think about when you're making an offer, and this is probably one of the biggest mistakes that I see when people are buying their homes, is they're very quick to increase their initial offer. Now, the reality is if you increase your initial offer really quickly after you've made the first one, well, guess what? As an agent, I'm going to be telling my seller, they've gone up, let's see how much more they can go up. Let's see how much they will continue to increase that. So they come back to you and they say, look, seller's not really pleased with that offer at the moment. Could you go up? I could go up another 5. Okay, we'll go up another 5. Go back to the seller. They've gone up another 5. They've gone up another 5 quite quickly. I think we can get some more out of them. Shall I go back and say, no, you're looking for a bit more? And obviously now you can see where this conversation is going. But reverse this round and start thinking about what happens when people like me, the buyer's agent, are negotiating on behalf of the buyer. Well, we're going to do exactly the same, because the one thing I will absolutely tell you not to do is rapidly increase your first offer within days of making it. Because that process that the seller's agent is going through is what you are going to go through as well. Now, let's just change the scenario a little bit and think about you don't increase your offer and you leave that offer on the table. So what happens now is the seller has a figure in their mind, whether they've accepted it or not. The fact is that you have sown the seed as to what they might achieve for the property. Now, in a market like we are currently, they might not have much other interest in terms of viewings, or they may have had quite a few viewings, but no one is making offers. So now you've got a figure on the table, you've got a number that they can think about, and they're already starting to think about, well, if we sold it for that number, what would that give us in terms of post-sale equity that allow us to go and do whatever it is that we want to buy another house, whether we're splitting that, whatever it might be. The fact is that a number is now on the table. Now, what you've removed is that potential consideration for you to go up. Now, this isn't to say that every offer that you make is going to be accepted this way, of course, and some sellers will dig their heels in. Agents will say that it's worth more, let's wait for more interest. But the real skill in negotiation is knowing those sort of points at which you can push it to just far enough before you have to go up maybe a little bit more. But trust me, if you follow this process where you do not rush that first offer to the second offer, you're going to do more deals at better numbers. You're going to be playing the game the way a professional property hunter like myself does. And trust me, you're going to be far better off when you start to build that portfolio than if you start faffing around with going around doing £1,000 increases, £500 increases, and eking up, because ultimately, the only person that's going to win in that transaction more often than not is the seller and, of course, the seller's agent. So hopefully that helps with regards to the offer making process. Just a quick video on this one. We've got a whole host of videos around the offer process, how Miramar do it, my property buying agency. And of course, if you want me to represent you when buying a property, investment property in the north of England, get in touch. We'll have a conversation. We'll see where we go from there. Have a great day. Happy hunting.